Horror games are extremely scary. Like, extremely scary. And for this time, we're going to be playing my favorite horror game, Blair. Again. Thank you for the support on the first Blair. Now, here's part 2, because you guys wanted it. But for this time, we're going to step up our game by doing Nightmare and no sanity and no crucifixes, which makes it extra hard. Not only that, but we woke up with the blood moon. We all started to freak out, especially Evan. Once we went in, we went to go to the garage to see if that was the ghost room, and also to see if the Ouija board was there. It ended up being both. The garage was the ghost room, and the Ouija board was there. I grabbed the spirit box and used it in the ghost room to see if it would talk to us. I was actually wrong. It was actually the cards instead of Ouija board. We went back into the garage to do the cards in there to see if it would have a more interaction, and it was almost freezing temperature. Freezing temperature is when it gets to the negatives, but when it got to 0.10, it just stopped. That was strange because it made me think that there was no freezing temperatures for now. So then I would cross off freezing temperatures, but I accidentally crossed off ghost writing. Then we were gonna go leave, but then Alex pulled one more card, and that card ended up being death. You know how the ghost room is the garage? Well, yeah, during ghost hunts, it spawned in the garage. And also, where's Daniel? Oh, maybe he's getting chased down by the ghost. But later, I would correct my mistake. But instead of ghost writing, I would put no freezing temps. Oh, by the way, we're kind of screwed because the door closed. Did you hear that? But we don't know which door it closed. It could have closed the front door. It could have closed the basement door. It could have even closed a door that we've never seen. But then here's when Daniel reveals to us that he's dead. We had two evidence. No freezing temperatures and ghost writing. I would cross off shade because that's not really what shades would do. Pause. This would be one of my biggest mistakes ever in the history of Blair. And I told my friends that it's probably not a shade. Probably. When the ghost hunt was finally over, Alex decided to pull another card and it ended up being death. Again. Then after about a minute or two, we would try to escape and go to the front door, but we couldn't. The garage door was locked, and we made a loud noise, so it's coming to us right now. Then after we 100% knew the ghost hunt was over, we would go escape for real. And then here's when we would see where Daniel died. And then Evan got his EMF, which would be a total life savior. We were theorizing on what it could be, and I thought it was a Hera at the time. Only if I knew. We kept on talking on what it could be, and Alex just kind of walked into the house. Then when we were in, Alex was outside, and then the door would close. Not on anyone, the door would just close. So it tried to get one of us. But who did it try to get? It was probably me, because it closed the door like literally the second I got out. But I was alone in there by myself. And also, it can't be a banshee. So then who did it try to kill? Can't be Alex. Could have been Evan because he wasn't there with me for a split second. My brain was doing somersaults trying to figure out who it was trying to get. But what if it was trying to get all of us? We would go back in there and turn off the car horn, and you see, there was ghost writing. But now, I would think it's irrelevant because my friend Daniel said it was kind of fast when it killed him. But if it was irrelevant or hero, that means there was fingerprints. And we didn't really see any fingerprints yet. And if it was irrelevant, then that meant there was EMF level 5. But if there was EMF level 5, there was a possibility it could still be a shade. Daniel was alone when he died. And we didn't really see how he died. We would walk into the house, the lights would start to flicker, and the door would close behind us. All of us were together in the living room, so if one of us died, we saw this time. I have absolutely no idea why everyone was holding out the crucifix, even though it was a no crucifix run, but okay. Then after about a minute, it would actually walk in here. So one of us may or may not die. And it kind of seemed like it was going to be me because I was the closest to it at the time. But then it would walk past Alex and try to go for one of us. And that one of us was, unfortunately, Evan. So we saw how he died and we were all together. So it could have not possibly be a shade. Right? So then I would guess Renovant and we would actually leave the match. Wait, what? This is nothing to be celebrating about. We got it wrong. What is this about? I mean, it made sense why Daniel died. He was all alone. But it made no sense for Evan to die. We were all together. That's Blair Part 2. I hope I'll never have to do a Part 3. What is this?